Great. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give and the following follows to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes.
The Digital Side-Eye.
Please subscribe.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Digital Side-Eye. I am Nash, and we have some things we need to talk about. When I am wrong about something, I'm going to come on here and tell you that I'm wrong. And this was not an IA investigation. And one more thing. This officer here, this sergeant in Waveland, Mississippi, is currently still employed with Waveland, Mississippi. I reacted to Jeff's initial clips from the deposition, and I still stand on everything that I say, other than the fact that this man is still employed, unfortunately. So also, whenever I did the first video, I didn't have as much context as to the attitude of this sergeant and why he was acting in the manner that he was. And I'm going to roll a clip, and I want you guys to watch it. And he shifted his behavior very quickly when the attorney said that he wasn't going to have him announce his name and address for the record. He's going to have you write it down because he didn't want to get it doxed, because the officer alleges that he's been threatened. I guess the redress of the people that have watched his attitude and watched his being unknowledgeable about the rights of the people, those are threats, I guess, in his opinion. But once he found out that this deposition was going to be on the internet, he shifted immediately. There is a pause, an awkward pause for longer than a minute. Watch this clip. I'll come back with more commentary.
Good morning, Sergeant Joffrion. My name is Reed Marks. I'm here to take your deposition today. Would you begin by giving us your full name?
Joseph Joffrion.
You don't have a middle name?
No, sir.
Okay. And I'm going to hand you a pad, and I'd ask you to put your name, your address, and phone number on this. The reason I'm not doing it on the record is because I expect that this deposition will end up being filed with the court, and as such, it would be publicly available. I don't want you to get doxxed. So,
now
would
watch.
you mind writing your name, address, and phone number?
He does it. Now, I want you to continue to watch him because it's about to flip. Right now, he's contemplating, what did he just mean by that? Hang on. This is a big...
And we're reserving all objections up to the form, just for the record.
Come on with it.
You put your number on there? I can't. It's upside down.
No, we'll ask, will any of this information get released out to public?
No, that's why I'm asking you to write it on a separate sheet of paper.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let me make clear, what are we doing with is this being recorded, or is this just for your client's ability to use your deposition?
Both.
So is this recording, you plan to put this on the internet or something?
No, I'm not planning to put it anywhere, but I'm recording it because I'm also videotaping it, and the rules allow me to do so.
Because my thing is, I've been threatened. Just stop. Do you have the notice that was filed?
I do not.
Do you have the notice?
I do.
Look at his face.
But more importantly, let me just point out the local rule says that I can record this.
All depositions can be recorded. But okay, go ahead. This silence is very important. I think this is where it all flipped. This is a long time there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any objection to obviously it being recorded, but just for everybody's benefit on here, if somebody's planning to release this or put it on the internet or something like that, then, we're going to file a undue publicity motion. So, a motion for a protective order. So I just want to be
What?
clear and put everybody on notice of that. But go ahead.
A protective order? It would be different if he was a private citizen, in my opinion. But how many depositions are on the internet? What did you think was going to happen? That's why you know your job, so you don't get put
Have
in
you used
situations
any
like
other
this.
phone number since this incident with Mr. Gray, other than the one that you just wrote down?
So he just said that he only has one phone number.
All right. Sergeant Joffrion, I think you know what we're here about. Have you reviewed the body cam footage that was obtained during your interaction with Mr. Gray?
Yes.
When was the last time that you reviewed that?
Yesterday.
So would you say that you're comfortable with the contents of that video, or do you need to see it again to refresh your recollection?
I'm good.
Now, during that interaction, you made a statement that Mr. Gray didn't need to explain anything to you because I literally don't care. Do you remember saying that?
Correct.
And then you further stated,
And that it wasn't a free area.
Yeah.
What ordinance is that?
City ordinance.
Even though I've explained to you that I'm engaged in constitutionally
you
protected.
don't need to explain anything to me because I literally don't care. This isn't some free will state, man. This is how it is in the state of Mississippi.
So you don't have freedom in the state of Mississippi.
If you don't like it, you can go back to Florida. Period.
He said because this is not a free area. So I guess in Waveland, Mississippi, you don't have rights. But carry on, buddy.
here in reference to a complaint by the mayor of this city. Is that correct?
Correct.
And at whose request were you there? The name of the person?
Say that again.
You said that I'm here in reference to a complaint by the mayor of this city.
Okay.
Who is that?
J.J. Brandon, the mayor.
And did he call you directly to make that complaint?
Yeah.
So how were
Listen.
you there in reference to a complaint by the mayor? How did that get routed to you?
You know, explain that a little bit better.
It didn't come
The
from
mayor didn't call
dispatch.
you.
Yeah.
You showed up with Mr. Gray and said that you're here in reference to a complaint by the mayor. Connect those dots for me. How did his complaint that wasn't made to you get routed to you so that you were the one responding?
Investigator Eddie Hersey called me.
So there's another person.
Called you on what device?
Cell phone.
This cell phone number that you gave me?
Correct.
And what internet provider is this?
AT&T.
Is this a personal device?
Yes.
So, I'm sorry, what did you say Mr. Hersey's title was?
Investigator. Chief investigator.
Chief investigator.
The Waveland Police Department Chief Investigator, Mr. Hersey, called you on your personal cell phone. Do what? What did he say?
He said a male was harassing the clerks inside of the city hall, peeping through windows.
A chief investigator made these claims about Jeff. Do you believe that, folks? Please leave me a comment with the timestamp. Please tell me if you believe this, that a chief investigator, how far up do we have to go to find somebody that actually understands the laws in Waveland, Mississippi? Because they've just been pulling things out of their tail. And he admits to it over and over and over again.
And then went outside and stood on the sidewalk.
We gotta speed this up, y'all. I can't.
Is it standard for you to receive calls, dispatch instructions on a personal cell phone?
Yes, it happens.
It happens.
How often does that happen?
I couldn't tell you.
Would you be able to say whether it's more often than not?
Check the form.
So you don't know if it's more or less than 50%.
Here and there, depending on situations, complaints.
Why would Chief Investigator Percy call you on your personal cell phone for police business?
You would have to ask him.
Do you make police business or police related phone calls from your personal cell phone?
As far as what?
Anything having to do with your connection and your employment with the Waveland Police Department. Do you make those calls from your personal cell phone?
Yes, by a different phone number.
See, I told you to listen to that one phone number before. Oh, he can't stop. He can't stop. So he told Jeff's attorney that the phone number that he wrote down was the only single phone number that he used ever. On duty, off duty, that stuff. Here we go. We got an app.
Phone number.
It's some kind of police app that I use. If I call like I don't know, follow up with something. I'm not even sure of the number. It's auto-generated.
What's the name of the app?
1021.
And so your testimony is that phone number changes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you need yes.
Yes.
And you make those calls through the app on your personal cell phone.
Correct.
If someone calls back the number that appears as the outgoing number, following me? If you call someone using this app and it has a randomly generated number and someone calls that back, does that get routed to you?
I'm not sure. I've never had anybody call me back.
He's never had whatever. Ever.
So I'm going to go back to a previous question. I asked you if you'd used any different phone number. And while you may not have had a different mobile account, your testimony is now that you've used many different phone numbers in your employment. How would we get a list of those phone numbers that you have used?
I have no idea.
All right. Is this app 1021 a subscription?
I'm not sure.
How did you get this app 1021?
Downloaded it.
This guy.
Did you have to create an account?
It's been so long ago, I don't recall.
Oh my God.
How long have you been using this app?
5+ years.
I remember how to do stuff 5 years ago.
Is this something that the Waveland Police Department knows you use?
No.
Wait.
It's not something they encouraged you to use then?
No.
To your knowledge, does anyone else use this app?
Yes.
Is it common?
What is what common?
Is it common among the Waveland Police Department?
I don't know.
Well, who do you know that uses this app?
I don't know either. I just know it was recommended.
By whom?
I don't know. Officers in the past
What?
that I came in contact with.
At the Waveland Police Department or somewhere else?
I'm unsure.
He doesn't know who. He doesn't know who told him to use it. It was recommended, but Waveland said they don't endorse it. But what? This guy. Y'all, this is going to be more of the same. I had to speed it up. I can't do it.
How long have you been employed at the Waveland Police Department?
Listen.
Somewhere around 3 years. Before then, another agency. Before then, Waveland again. So a total 7-8 years in law enforcement, if I can recall correctly.
Maybe that's where I got
Not
my.
100% positive. 7-8.
At the Waveland Police Department or somewhere else?
I'm unsure.
How long have you been employed at the Waveland Police Department?
Somewhere around 3 years. Before then, another agency. Before then, Waveland again.
Okay, hold on.
So
I think right there, folks, is where I got my misguided sergeant fired title from my last video. I think that there was some circumstances in the past that might have had the word fired behind it. He's got 8 total years as a law enforcement officer, 3 at Waveland first, then another place, and now he's back at Waveland. So carry on, sir.
Total 7-8 years in law enforcement, if I can recall correctly. Not 100% positive how long.
He doesn't know.
The other day.
You worked with Waveland twice. What was the other agency?
Harrison County Sheriff's Office.
Wilson County Sheriff's Office, is that what he said?
Approximately how long did you work for the sheriff's department?
I'm not sure.
He doesn't know how long? What is wrong with this guy?
In the aggregate, how long have you worked at Waveland Police Department?
I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh.
But you believe approximately 7 to 8 years total law enforcement experience.
Correct.
Did you go to a law enforcement academy?
Correct.
Where?
Harrison County.
Harrison County.
Do you know what year?
2018.
Okay, he knows something. This guy. Y'all, I can't sit through that whole thing again, but it did kind of give you a little bit more context in that beginning why he was so upset. He did not want this deposition getting out on the internet, and we know why now. We know why. Again, the link to the full video is down in the description box. Thank you, Jeff Gray, for all that you do. I just wanted to show those clips to show you that Waveland, Mississippi still has a problem. And that problem is this sergeant and whoever else is falsifying all kinds of stuff to impede on the rights of we the people. Our public workers work for us, and we need to hold them accountable, and they should not be acting like they are. There's a lot of great places, but it's the bad eggs that ruin it for everybody. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the insights. And again, I apologize. I will always come on here and fix the stuff that I get wrong. And if you don't have your word, you don't have anything. Y'all be blessed. Be the blessing you want to see in the world. It starts with us. Have a great day.